morning, Patriots. These are your WNHS-TV morning announcements for Friday, October 10th. I'm Victoria Humphrey.
And I'm Myjoy Derish.
GSA/Feminism Club will meet today in Miss Miller's room 237 for Patriot Time. They hope to see you there.
Key Club is supporting the End Hunger food drive this year. Please drop off any extra non-perishable food you have in collection boxes outside the guidance office. This will run from October 13th to October 31st.
Eat at Chipotle on Sunday from 4 to 8 p.m. to support the NHS field hockey team. If you are ordering online, enter the code NT3MNDH in the promo code section.
The HOCO Spirit Week is next week. Monday is class colors. Freshmen wear white, sophomores wear red, juniors wear blue, and seniors wear pink. Tuesday is Rhyme Without a Reason or Character Day. Wednesday is Adam Sandler Day, and Thursday is School Spirit Day.
And the NHS Homecoming Dance will take place on Saturday, October 18th. Doors open at 7 p.m. The evening will be the Great Gatsby Roaring Twenties themed dance. Tickets are $30 on sale during all lunch periods. The last day to purchase your HOCO ticket is Thursday, October 16th.
And now the look at your weather is WNHS weather reporter. Yeah.
Good morning and thank you. A brisk 47 degrees out right now with mostly clear skies. Temperatures climbing this afternoon into the mid-60s should make it feel pretty comfortable. Clouds rolling in this morning and afternoon will create overcast skies, but should hold off on rain until late tonight or overnight tomorrow. The rain system will dominate the forecast this next couple of days. Rain most likely starting Saturday evening and continuing throughout most of the start of next week. That's a look at your weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Isaac.
Senate page applications are due by 12:30 this Monday, October 13th. If you are interested in picking up an application to be considered, please stop by guidance and speak with Ms. Johnson.
Northern's most recent production, Dracula, Comedy of Terrors, has hit the stage with a very successful opening night. There will be another show at 6 p.m. today and 2 more on Saturday at 5 and 8 p.m.
And now, joining us live in the studio for some Hispanic Heritage Month trivia are Lily and Maddie. Lily and Maddie, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Hola, muy buenos días. Soy Lily.
Soy Maddie.
We are here to celebrate the last 2 weeks of Hispanic Heritage Month. Each year, this month takes place from September 15th to October 15th. If you can figure out which Hispanic person, place, or practice we're talking about, be the first to let one of our Spanish teachers at NHS know, and she will give you a sweet surprise for answering correctly.
Vámonos. This dish is very tedious to make.
It's one of the world's oldest recipes, dating back thousands of years.
Making them is an important holiday tradition, and families come together to help.
They can have many different fillings, sweet or savory.
Some of the most popular ones are pork or beef.
They're wrapped in corn husks or banana leaves, then steamed.
Buena suerte.
Great. Thanks again, Maddie and Lily, for joining us and sharing that trivia. And as they mentioned, if you know the answer to the trivia question, be sure to report to a Spanish teacher on the 3rd floor as soon as you can. Good luck.
That's it for the morning announcements. Have a great day, work hard, be kind, get involved, and as always, proud to be a Patriot.